Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome or welcome back again to another video tutorial from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apex Elenio, your aspiring professional pool player and pool instructor, working really hard at my game to remove that aspiring pro and to finally introduce to you guys that I am in fact an upcoming high-level professional pool player. Now I do provide contents that's related to rotation pool, kicking, banking, position play, pattern play, and I just walk you through my growth process as I go through developing my game to the next level. Of course, if this is the first time here on the channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button below, turn on your post notification bell, leave some positive questions and comments down below, and do not forget to share this out to your pool families and communities. Let us get this rack, let us get to learning, let us improve our game to the next level. Here we go. Now, as you can see there, we have started off with a very powerful break, and of course in the top left hand corner you will see where I have a shot clock. I'm in fact monitoring my time management around the table. Now, I have been accused of being a slow to medium fast to slow player. This is something that I know that I need to work on my decision making. Now, I have a very interesting rack here between myself and a young talented player, a very good player here with a knack for the game. He has an IQ for the game, but of course we are all learning to develop our game to the next level, so mistakes are going to be made, and I'm just highlighting this particular rack here where we can learn from each other's mistake here. Now, Kevron here is on the one and he decides to pot the one. It looks quite intentional there. That's pretty good shot on the one. It looks as if he plays off the rail, but maybe that could have been a missed pot. Nevertheless, he has potted the one ball and he's now on the two. He doesn't have a potable shot on the two, so he's going to design a safety here. He's perhaps going to try to thin the two ball and come two cushions back out to about where he is, using the 3, 7 and 10 as a blocker. Now, he kind of played that ball a bit heavy. That ball was played a bit heavy. I'm not sure, maybe he was trying to get the cue ball to be way down to the bottom rail, but a little miscalculation there from Kevron. Now it's time for me to look at this particular rack here. Now you can see where I'm kind of visualizing where I would like my cue ball to head, and you can see that with all that gesture here, you can see that I'm going to be taking a 3 rail path. I'm going to be trying to pot the 2, and I'm going to be trying to go 3 rails and head into that zone where you see I was indicating my cue. Now you can see that I'm doing some calculations there. I'm visualizing. This is one of my favorite positional shots to play, but I kind of did a little miscalculation with the spin. Here you'll see where I tracked towards the corner pocket there. I needed a lot more side spin on that one in order to generate the angle. Now, I did pop the 2, but I've landed in a not so comfortable position on the 3 ball here. Now, I am still in a strong position, and this is where a lot of the times where I take a long time to play my shot, because I try to be very precise. Now, see here, I am going to thin the 3 and bring the cue ball down towards the short rail and wedge that up behind the 6, whilst using the 7 to stop the 3 for a snooker, and that is a fantastic safety. Something that I've been working on in my game for the better half of 2 years, and I've also been tapping into the field of the kick safe. I have a very good kicking systems. Well, I have a lot of kicking systems that I use while I'm playing, but particularly I've been working a lot on how to kick and resafe. A difficult aspect of the game, but that there was an excellent executed safety, and now I have left Kevron here with an only opportunity here but to kick. And I also think that he has been doing some work on his kicking, because he seems to be kicking a lot better. Here you can see that I think he was trying to pop the 3 in the side. I'm not sure if he called the shot, but it looks quite intentional, because you can see that he was actually dipping as the stroke was executed. Looks to be a purposeful shot. Nevertheless, he has missed, but he has sold out the rack. And guys, you're gonna find yourself in this position more often than not, where not every rack is gonna be a break and a run. Now this shot was poorly executed, too much speed, too much body movement. I was asking for the cue ball to do more than what the angle has provided, but there that contributed to a miss, but I got a fluke safety. Now, like I said, this young man has been working on areas in his game. We've had conversations in the past. Of recent, I have had a conversation with him about is he practicing, and I will let you guys, let me just let you hear a few words that he had said to me here in that conversation. Alright, so there you have it, guys. You heard what Super had just said. That's Kevron. Now here he's going to execute a beautiful kick shot, one reel here. Oh, that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. If you notice how he maintained his composure, he saw where, okay, he didn't got a fluke safety. He's not doing anything wrong, but I'm still getting lucky. But he maintained his composure, and he decided here that he's going to go off the attack. And so it's said, so done. Well executed kick shot there by Kevron. Now he's about to make a little mistake here, and you can see how meticulous and purposeful he is in his intent. I respect a player who has a good intent for the game. If it doesn't work out, for example here, Kevron is going to try to back cut the 2 past the 9 and hide the 4 behind the 9, and there you can see he sold out that rack. Now it's a bit tough, even though I can see the 4 is going to be very difficult to get back onto the 5. Now in the room that I'm actually playing, there was no what do you call it, a help, or you call it a bridge. There was none available. I had decided here that I'm just going to go down and just take the pot. You can see that I'm looking for the bridge, but there's none available. So I'm kind of forced into doing something that I wouldn't necessarily do if I had the bridge. This is a force. I'm trying to push the cue ball past the 9 and try to come up. Now you can see that I just definitely not stroke that ball very well, and now missing that shot. It was very difficult to get back onto the 5 stretching like that. Again, as you can see there, Kevron is now into a position by fluking. I didn't plan this. Kevron is once again going to try to play a safety here, and this is where perhaps it all went wrong. He tried to do that subtle squeeze up, bounce behind the rail, bounce on the rail, and frozen onto the 7. So I think he was trying to give me too much of a safety there. He pretty much just made a huge error here, giving me a second chance at trying to do the run here. Now once again, I can tell you that I guess it's safe to agree with Efren Batteries that the more he practices, the luckier he gets. Have a look at this shot, guys. I'm going to be potting the 4, and you can see that I've looked at trying to go 2 rails, maybe 3 rails, but look what happened here. Potted the 4, caromed off the 8, potting the 8, and getting perfect position here on the 5. That was a fortuitous shot. The position was not planned, but again, as I said, the more you practice, the luckier you get. I've been playing some really good 10 ball from the other day, as you've been seeing on my previous videos. Now I have to take advantage of this opportunity here. You're not going to get it better than this. And see here, nice draw shot there on the 5, back out towards the middle of the table, giving me a perfect angle here on the 6. Now you'll see here where I got a bit indecisive, because in my mind I know the correct shot is to go behind the 7 that is coming 1, 2 reels. You can see I'm indecisive. I'm supposed to actually try to get 2 reels and come on top of the 9, but instead I was a little bit unsure and indecisive, and I tried to play short side position on the 7, and there you can see just banging my hands a little bit on the table. Very disappointed in my indecisiveness in this rack, and you can see I'm very disappointed, very annoyed with myself, because I know better. You can see there I'm pointing my shaft, saying that I knew that I needed to go in behind the 7 there. Now of course I can't give up. I have to try to make use of the opportunity regardless. The 7 ball putting to get onto the 9 is a bit tricky. I have a steep back cut. It's like almost like a blind cut into the side pocket. And now you'll see here I'm very indecisive. I want to play safe, but the safe is difficult to play. So I'm going to go all out attack here on the 7. And here I pop the 7 into the side. And you can see the cue ball once again is not giving me any justice. It's actually punishing me for the error that I made there on the 6 to the 7. And even punishing me for that lucky shot that I got back onto the 5. Now once again there, I landed really tricky. I cannot cut it into the side. Now you'll see it here where I'm trying to look to see the tangent line for the safe. That's not available. And now you're going to see something that I thought that Efren would play. Only Efren Bartarias could pull off a safety like this. I don't know where it came from. I just visualized the part. There was no calculations involved. This is why sometimes I tell you guys on my channel that sometimes you have to let feel take over. Now, I'm not sure if I'm a little bit lucky here, but this rack has been the lucky rack. I thin the 9 here and come 2 rails and perfectly with the speed control landed dead perfect here on a full ball snooker behind the 9. Now that is an absolutely naughty safety. That was so beautifully executed, and I'm feeling very good for the amount of work that I've been putting on my game, and I'm glad that you guys are following the progress. I've invested myself completely into the game of rotation because this is where the knowledge is. If I'm going to aspire to be a pro, I have to think like the pro and I have to do exactly what the pros do. And I'm encouraging you guys that if you're at a certain level, you just need to focus on your game, continue doing the correct thing until it works. Don't get frustrated, do not get flustered. I've spent 10 years, I've spent 7-8 years studying kick systems before I could safely say that I'm one of the best kickers in my country, calculated wise. Beautiful safety there executed by Apex Elenio. Kevin is going to have to go for a jump shot here. Now he can get lucky here. If he hits the 9 ball, he could bank it. I think he calls the bank. But there you can see his execution was a little bit poor. I think he tried to play for the jump cut. His execution was a little bit poor and he contacted the 10 on the jump as you're seeing there in the replay. And a well-constructed safety, and that gave me the opportunity here. Now you'll see here where I got a little bit theatric because the position from the 9 to the 10 is pretty simple. But you can see that I learned this a long time ago, that when you want to try to play for a position, you draw for show and follow for dough. And I was trying to follow the shot into a rail so that it comes into the line of the 10. That was not available. So I just kind of take the easy one here. Just roll up and land perfectly here on the 10 for a well executed rack. Very lucky rack, but one which that was excellently executed. I'll see you in the next upload, guys. Do take care, and until next time, this is Apex Elenio signing out. Keep on practicing and improving with consistency, precision, accuracy, and control. Take care. See you then. Bye bye.